Hey there, CJ Math students, and welcome to homework number 110. I'm going to use today for us to review the area of triangles. So we're really focusing on this formula right here. Area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height, or area of a triangle is equal to base times height divided by 2. These mean the same exact thing. In order to find the area of a triangle, you use either one of these formulas, whatever you want. Remember, the height is the dotted line. The base is the bottom number that the triangle sits on. These diagonal lines would only help you find perimeter, and we don't use them when we're using our area formulas. So we're going to be doing some Buzzmath today. We have one level. It's finding the areas of triangles. It's got about 10 questions here, and they're just simply going to ask you, okay, the triangle below measures 3 by 13. What's the area? So in order to figure this out, you're going to do formula area equals 1/2 base times height, or area is equal to 1/2 13 times 3, because your base was 13, your height is 3. Area is equal to, it doesn't really matter switching the order of this stuff because they're both odd numbers. So 1/2 of 13 ends up being 6.5 times 3. And your area is 19.5 yards squared. Remember, area is always in square units. So you go down here, you type in 19.5, and then you're always going to make sure you have the correct units. Yards square, I got yards here because it says it was measured in yards. Check off. Cool, we got it right. If we didn't get it right, we can click on the retry, and then we click next page. Please make sure you do every problem. It is not considered complete unless you do every problem. Here's another problem. Again, it's just going to be base times height, 13 times 9, and then divide it by 2, or take 1/2 of 13 times 9. It's the same thing. These problems are a little bit different, so what I'll do is copy this. And these problems you have to recognize, okay, 12 here is my height, right? That's this right here. My base is both of these numbers combined, so 15 plus 4 gives you your base of 19. So the two numbers that you would use in your formula, area equals 1/2 base times height, area is equal to 1/2. Your base is not 15, it's not 4, it is 19. And then times your height, which is 12. So you might want to reorganize this one to say 1/2 of 12 times 19, because mentally it's just easier to take 1/2 of 12. And so area is equal to 6 times 19. Again, how I got that, because 1/2 of 12 is 6, and then 6 times 19 gives you your answer of 114. And then make sure you have your units squared. So if we go back to the problem, it says it's measured in inches, so 114 inches squared. All right, again, if you mess up a whole bunch of times, I would retry the problem just to get your percentage up. But you can see this is another problem where 4 is your height, 14 and 15 need to be added together in order to get your base. Before you do anything, here's another problem where 15 is your height, but 11 and 13 need to be added together in order to get your base. Same with this problem here, 5 and 9 need to be added together. Just trying to make you do a little extra step here. Here, you got a word problem. It says Alexander made a triangle with a base measuring 28 and a height of 27. What's the area of the triangle? You're just going to use your area formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Multiply those two numbers together, divide by 2. That will get your answer. Basically, similar problem, just without picture. Emma has a triangle with a base measuring 22 and a height measuring 21. Just remember, it's not just 22 times 21 and then I'm done. Remember, it's 22 times 21 and take 1/2 of that answer, right? Question 9, you got a picture frame, base of 10, height of 20. Again, you have all the things that you need, and then this map here. It says the base of the triangle measures 19, the height is 7. So very straightforward problems. I just want you to really focus in on triangles today, review them. We'll be checking ST math, so please make sure you do your 20 minutes. I'll give you an update if you hadn't done your 20 minutes from last week. Buzzmath, again, will show me your stats on whether or not you've done it. I can show you right now. For my last one, it was calculating volumes of prisons, and then I just kind of click on my little display here, and you see all these green checks mean cool, you did it and you got it hopefully without 1 or 2 tries. The yellow check means okay, maybe it took you more than 3 tries, and X means you did the problem and you didn't finish it, or you didn't get it right. So some of you still have some stuff to do on that. So I get a report as soon as this stuff gets done. If you ever want to include your grade, improve your grade, you can go back and get more questions right. Specifically, though, I'm looking for these dashes or red X's on any problems. That means you haven't done it or you got it wrong a bunch of times and you still haven't gotten it right. So call me if you have questions, but just that one level and then 20 minutes of ST Math.